So we just got back from Mass and we're just relaxing right now. It's good to be home, you guys. It really is. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, but this probably won't go up until tomorrow when it's not Mother's Day. But happy Mother's Day to all y'all mothers. Do you want to say anything, Lily? Also, I can see your closet.
What she said.
Okay. Oh man, the homily was so good today. No, did you listen to Father Matthew's homily? It was so good, so good. I kind of zoned out a little bit, but it was really good. Yeah, it was about like living out your faith, which is really, I think he tied in really well with Rycon. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So we're going to the Tri-Cities picnic today. I guess it's a victory picnic is what they're calling it, and it's gonna be really fun because you're gonna see everybody. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi.
What do you want me to play?
Whatever you want to play.
Lagay ko rito
Alright, thanks, Tito. His fingers singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly.
Set! Ciao!
Yes, Kate. Singing it forever just because it is a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll just keep on singing it forever just because it is a song that never ends. And it goes on. Anyways, we're just doing chores. Everything's better when you do it together with a friend.
Okay.
So basically, the weekend exhaustion has hit me, and I just want to sleep now. So the reason why I'm so exhausted is because this past weekend was Regional Youth Conference, and it was pretty amazing. Like, it was really nice to go back to my roots, and to see how different the community is. I had a lot of flashbacks to like my first Rycon, which was actually Dominus Est, which was not in 2011, it was in 2012. The whole region is so different, but still so fruitful and so beautiful, and it was interesting to see the difference, but it was also refreshing in a way. Being able to see the younger generation really culminate what CFC Youth is now. It's kind of interesting. Not saying that I'm gonna be done with CFC Youth, but depending on how mature I am in my spirituality, is that even a thing? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna give you my highlight of the conference. My highlight was probably watching my sister serve music ministry. Just seeing them really in the community and seeing them serve the Lord and with such love and such joy. I like really enjoy seeing how much my sisters have grown up, and I'm gonna start crying. Okay. Just seeing that, you know, it's really such a blessing to really see how the Lord works in my life, and see how much he works in my sister's lives, my parents' lives, you know, like my entire family. And I'm so blessed to have a family that continues to serve the Lord, and is given the opportunity to serve the Lord. Even with like Mona being Music Min head and Michaela being HSB president at Kearney, and my parents too for being the chapter heads of, well, Tri-Cities, which is now the Greater Vancouver Area 2, GVA2. Anyways, yeah, that might have been my last Rycon, which is a scary / weird thought. And I've only actually been to 4. In 7 years, I've been to 4. That's more than 50%. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I do wish I was part of the community more. But I mean, I think God set out a specific plan for me. And I truly do enjoy the way that my life has panned out, I guess. Over the last 3 years, it's been quite a journey. And I know that this is what was best for me in the end. You know, like, every single time I go to Rycon or any big CFC youth event, I always think about it. I'm like, what would have happened if I stayed behind? How different would my life be? Like, would I be a household head? Would I be like a unit head? Would I be like a chapter head? No, probably not. I don't know. Like, I don't know, right? But it's always so easy for me to just go back and think about all the different what ifs, you know, like, what if I stayed back? What if this? And sometimes, like, it would get to the point where I, like, started to regret my decision, and I started to worry about, you know, like, if I stay in the community, I would know more people. I wouldn't always be like, oh, I don't know anyone, or like, oh, like, I kind of know these people, but not really, but I wish I knew them better, kind of thing. But I don't regret my decision for leaving. I think leaving has allowed me to really mature more in my faith, and to mature and grow in ways that maybe I wasn't or wouldn't be able to have grown. I think I needed that test and that challenge in my own spiritual life. And I mean, every person's journey is going to be different, right? So my own journey itself has made me the person that I am. And if I didn't decide to go to Carleton and to be a part of CCO, you know, like, I think my life would just be very different. I don't think I would have been friends with the same people. Well, definitely not the friends that I have in Ottawa, and I love those guys. Like, shout out to my friends in Ottawa, I miss you guys. It would just be a very different life. I mean, I think I would have the same friends that I have here in Vancouver, and maybe even more, or different friends even. I don't really know, but the reason why I'm talking about this is that I think it's very important to be able to reflect on the decisions that you've made in your life, to be able to see the good that comes from each and every single decision you make, right? Because God always allows us to make decisions. He wants us to choose, right? He wants us to choose to love him. That is his first thing that he wants us to choose. But he also allows us to choose different aspects in our life, like where we're gonna go to school, where we go, whether we're gonna eat Chipotle or A&W. That's a really bad combination of things. Even things that come to, like, whether to pursue a relationship with someone or to approach, like, a random stranger, or different things like that, you know, like, God gives us these decisions to allow us to grow. And sometimes if it's not something negative, like, any decision you make, God will bring something good out of it. So I completely know that if I stayed, like, my life would be different, but God would still pull me towards him, and he would still draw me closer to him. So either decision would have been a good decision. Yeah, like, it wasn't like one was higher than the other, like, or one was better than the other, because I think God would have allowed me to grow in both situations, whether I was away from home or in Ottawa, or if I was here in Vancouver. And I think that he will continue to pan out his plan for me, despite whatever decisions that I make. You know, like, he will always continue to make paths that will lead me back to his path if I don't necessarily make the decision that will lead me closer to what he wants me to do. And not speaking in a bad way, like sinning, but like, if I'm meant to be, I don't know, a teacher or something, but I was studying engineering. Either way, like, whatever God was truly calling me to, or is truly calling me towards, he will continue to steer me into that direction. You know, like, maybe if I was supposed to be a teacher, but I decided to go into engineering, if teaching was what was going to bring me the most joy in my life, and it was what God was calling me towards, then he would steer my vocation and what I've done and what I've studied towards teaching. Yeah, or if it was like teaching, well, it's harder if it's teaching and I need to be an engineer, but you know, you get my point. It's good to reflect on your past, but don't regret anything that you've done, because, you know, like, those things are done. They're in the past. Like, I used to be, like, very uncertain about my decision for moving away, but now I know if I was meant to develop friendships here in Vancouver, I think God will continue to give me the opportunity to be able to develop those friendships, even with me back in Ottawa, or, like, even if I decided to stay here, maybe one day I would meet someone in Ottawa that I was meant to meet. What I'm trying to say is, God's plan will always rule out, you know, like, it will always pan out no matter what. If you continue to trust and you continue to follow the Lord, he will always have the plan that will I guess, trump all of the other plans that you have, or, you know, like, your plans will always steer towards the plans of God if you so desire it to be. I just wanted to talk about that a bit. Yeah, I didn't really film much today either because it's Mother's Day and I wanted to spend time with my family. It was a very long day, since noon till about maybe 6 p.m, so 6 hours. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Also, we bought a new car. His name is Colby. He's named after Saint Maximilian Kolbe. He is also a coal / slate-ish color, like a bluey gray kind of. So I forgot what I was gonna say, or what I was saying, because my camera cut out because I didn't have enough memory on my phone. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, going from conference to conference. Just had the regional youth conference, and now I'm going to the Couples for Christ conference. Well, I'm not actually attending the conference, I'm just going because my parents are going. Gonna go road trip, basically, to Calgary. Woo! I'm so excited. I love going to the Rockies. The Rockies are my favorite thing in the entire world, and that's how I know that I need to come back to Vancouver, because I don't think I could live anywhere that doesn't have mountains like the Rockies. Anyways, it's 11:17. I had to move the files from my phone to my laptop, so that's why it's even later and I haven't been able to go to sleep. Yes, life. Woo. I'm not complaining. What are you talking about? Anyways, yeah, so I'll see you guys next Sunday, and it's gonna be exciting. I might be in Banff, like, well, actually, will I be in Banff? I'll be traveling to Banff, yeah, coming back from Calgary. But you might see a few clips of Calgary. Who knows? We'll see if I will vlog that entire weekend, because why not? Or maybe we'll do our annual lip sync for road trips, if I can convince Mona and Mikhail. And then you might see another video come up, probably not on my channel, but Mona's maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I really need to sleep. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. My voice is so gone. Bye.